Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Rules Horror. Story 1. Rules for Dimension 2A. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. So you're in the Dimension 2A? Oh, you don't know about alternate dimensions, do you? Well, basically you transfer to an alternate dimension when you do a certain set of things. For example, Dimension 2A requires you have a paranormal encounter and not sleep for 48 hours right after. Anyway, here is a list of rules to help you escape. Always have a flashlight, spare batteries, a gun, a knife, food, and water, and any type of meat. The equipment should be near where you first entered Dimension 2A. The children are not human, they can shapeshift to kill you, so don't do anything to them. If you do, then refer to Rule 2A. 2A. If you bothered the children, run as far as you can and hide. You can't fight them, so if you get found you must shine them with your flashlight to scare them away. This is less effective than hiding, so it won't work every time, but it is worth trying. 3. Don't go into the dark unless you absolutely have to. They have better eyesight in the dark. If your flashlight batteries run out, refer to Rule 3A. 3A. If you go into the dark you should be okay unless you hear screeching. If you do hear screeching, get your whole body into any light you can. They will eat anything not in the light. It won't work as well as the sun, but it should repel them. 4. If you are in a building and hear scratching, either shoot at it with your gun and hope you hit them or throw meat at it. They will get distracted eating the meat and you can run. 5. If you hear something running towards you, run to it. It may sound like the wrong thing to do, but they are the only helpful entity. You can call him Jerry because he seems to like that name. 6. If you see a deformed animal, stab it with your knife. It doesn't matter what animal it is, they are one of them. 7. There are no humans that you can see in Dimension 2A, so if you see someone, kill them. 8. When you inevitably find a big door, check what it looks like first. If it is green, it is safe and you should enter it. If it is red, you have to enter it because they are coming. Red doors lead into Dimension 3A, but it is safer that what is coming. Any other color and you should run away and find a new door because the other colors will open 20 seconds after being found and they live behind the other colored doors. That's all the rules you need to know for now. Unless they got it, there is a rule book for Dimension 3A there if you found a red door. Good luck escaping. Story 2. The Aftermath of the Black Fog. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. It took 1 month. 1 month for the black fog to finally clear away, and 1 month for the skies to no longer be deadly to the touch. However, we are not clear of danger just yet. When the black fog cleared, it left behind all of the people it had converted into monsters, and now, we must clean up the mess. Every person who is converted into a monster falls into a certain category that we have created. It took us some time to figure out what each different type of creature was, but with 1 month of staying out and doing nothing, we had time. Below is the classifications for every entity the fog left behind. Husk. The husks are the simplest of the creatures left behind. They simply walk around aimlessly until prey is detected, before running at a brisk pace to tear their target to shreds. They are also the most common of the creatures, and seem to have grouped up in hordes after the fog cleared. Defeating one is not too difficult, but you rarely fight only one. You can kill husk by attacking its head in some way. Bullets, thrown objects, and melee attacks will all work as long as they're directed towards the head. 2. Husks feel no pain, so it is far more effective to go only for the kill rather than attempt to incapacitate one. 3. Due to the fact that they appear in hordes, it may be difficult to kill one without alerting the others. I recommend that you simply stay away from hordes and allow those with heavy weapons to deal with them. 4. Keep your distance. Husks are not intelligent enough to throw objects or shoot firearms, so by staying away, they cannot hurt you. Of course, that does not mean melee combat is useless, just not very optimal. The husks are by far the weakest of the creatures left behind by the fog. They walk slowly and die easily. However, should a horde of them catch you, it is unlikely you will survive. Crawlers. The most horrifying creature of the fog in my opinion is the crawlers. Lanky monsters that crawl on all fours with claws sharper than knives. They can easily dig their nails into buildings in order to scale or into human flesh to end a life. Defeating one is not an easy task. One, stay away from buildings or any tall structures if you are fighting one. Crawlers will easily scale it in order to get an advantage and take you down. You are not safe from them where the buildings are. 2. As nice as firearms can be for shooting down husks, against crawlers, their fast movement makes landing any shots near impossible. Attempting to use a close-range weapon and waiting for the moment to strike is often the more consistent method of dealing with one. 3. Keep your eye on a crawler as much as possible. They constantly hunt for moments where their prey is off guard to slaughter them, and if you lose focus, they will jump at the opportunity. 4. Do not run. Crawlers can leap after you faster than you can move on your feet. Standing your ground and fighting is the best way to survive one. Crawlers are terrifying. Everything about them screams at you to run away and not fight, yet the only way to survive is to stand your ground. The only luck we have is that they tend to appear alone, which gives us a fighting chance when facing one. Stay brave, and you can survive. Watchers. One of the weaker creatures left behind, but the one indirectly responsible for the most casualties when the fog was still present. Watchers rarely ever attack people directly, and when they do, they lack any real strength. However, they act as a radar that alerts other entities, and to be caught by one is to be caught by the many. They have a giant, bulbous eye that emits light that stands on a stalk rooted to a crab-like body. Do not be in their sight. 1. Stay out of sight from the light they emit, and to kill one, approach from behind. The light is how they see, and anything that steps into it will immediately be noticed. 2. If you attempt to kill one, aim for the stalk that the eye rests on, and break it off in a single go. If you fail to kill the watcher in a single strike, it will alert the other creatures and swarm you in seconds. 3. Be extremely careful of the watcher's movements. They can turn their bodies around quickly to look around, and you need to avoid their light at all costs. If you are caught off guard, rather than the watcher, the results will not end well. Watchers are a struggle to deal with, not because of what they are, but what they attract. Do your best not to get spotted, and you will be fine. It's been an intense struggle to document all the creatures from the Black Fog, but the previous records we had helped to some extent. This town is cut off from the rest of the world because of its unnatural properties, so we have to take matters into our own hands when it comes to dealing with the creatures left behind. Weapons are stockpiled at the town hall if you can make it there, and while you're not forced to fight, we appreciate all the help we can get. Stay safe, and stay vigilant. Oh, and as a side note, there's one final creature that's been left undocumented. This is because very little is actually known about it, and we have been struggling to find any meaningful ways to take it down. Luckily, it's a rare creature, but I recommend running if you see something not mentioned here. Story 3. Marcus Camping Field Instructive Booklet. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Hello and welcome to Marcus Camping Field, a nice place with a beautiful landscape, perfect for holidays, but before we give you a hut, please read the following instructions. Be respectful. Please don't damage the landscape, we try to leave it as beautiful as you saw it. We understand that nights can sometimes be warm sometimes, but please, don't open the windows past 9 p.m. 2.1 Don't listen to the people out, they will try to number. 3. The phone is only for your own use to call for room service, don't use it for anything else. 3.1 The phone will be disconnected after 8:45 p.m. Do not try to use it until 10 a.m. 3.2 We will never call to the phone, if it rings, find the nearest hide, else they'll find you. 4. Don't talk to other explorers unless we are on a trip. 5. If you suddenly wake up at night, immediately take the pill that's on your pocket, don't question what it is, or where it came from. 6. If during a trip, a staff with the following names orders you to follow them, don't do it, it's a trap. 6.1 Their names are, /censored/. 7. 8. If your room suddenly lights in the night, get hidden immediately, ignore their voices. Follow what they say, they won't hurt you. 9. If someone calls to the door, at any hour of the day, it means they found you, get out of your room from the back door, in case it is locked, use one of the windows and run to the forest. 10. Do a campfire, we will find you and help you. 11. 12. If you don't follow these rules, there's nothing else to do, they got you. 13. The menu changes every day, go to the cafeteria at these hours, 10:30 am, 12 pm, 3 pm, 7 pm. That's all you have to know about us, enjoy your stay. We hope you have nice holidays here at Marcus Camping Field. Story 4. Relish Horror has been made public once again. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. You can post now. Story 5. Welcome to West Stratton Hotel. A place to share scary stories which contain a set of rules to follow. Hello, I am the manager of the West Stratton Hotel. You will have a set of rules that must be followed at all times, which will be listed on this note. Since this is your first shift, you must keep this note with you for at least a week until you get used to the rules. These may sound weird, or stupid, but do follow them at all costs. Rule 1. Treat all guests and co-workers with respect. If you show behavioral issues, you will be taken to the vice manager. You do not want to meet him, those who have never came back. Rule 1a. All of our employees have assigned uniforms. You are in the room service department. If any of your co-workers' uniforms are slightly off, turn around and walk in the other direction immediately. Inform someone of a higher rank of this. They are not employees. Rule 2. If you answer one of the phones and hear the sound of static, hang up immediately. If the phone doesn't ring again, you are safe. If it rings again, leave the building immediately. Rule 3. Do not go near the pool past dark. They will grab and drag you under. Rule 4. Don't go past floor 7 on the elevator. Nobody knows where the people who broke this rule went. Rule 5. If the lights start to flicker, leave the building immediately. If you are not out by the time they turn off, refer to Rule 9. Rule 6. There is no ballroom. If you see a door claiming to be a ballroom, put up one of our do not enter signs and go on with your shift. Rule 7. You may hear me or another manager call your name. If this happens between 4 to 4:30, walk the other way. We are on lunch break during that time. Rule 8. You may notice one of the paintings on the wall disappear or move. Don't let them see you look at them. They are not paintings. Rule 9. Find a room to lock yourself in within 5 minutes and find a hiding spot. Once you do, pray. This wards them off. Rule 10. Don't stay past your shift, you clock out at 7 o'clock. We are not responsible for any injury or death. If you break these rules, it is on your own accord. Whether on purpose or on accident, just hope they have mercy on you. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.